Everyone ready for this? Windows Server 2025. It finally dropped, and like the tech world is buzzing. We've got some excerpts from this in-depth tech review, and let me tell you, it's juicy.
Definitely some big changes. I think this release has some serious implications for how businesses manage their servers. A lot to unpack.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to do it together right here, right now. So whether you're, prepping for some big meeting on this, need to like get up to speed quickly, or you just love geeking out about this stuff like we do, stick with us.
It's going to be fun.
For sure. Okay. So one of the first things that jumped out at me, reboot-free updates.
Yeah.
Like what? Hot patching. Is this real life?
It's pretty amazing. I mean, think about it. You can patch a critical security vulnerability without, taking your website offline, even during like the busiest time.
That is game-changing. I can't tell you how many times I've been up late trying to patch something, fingers crossed that I don't crash the whole system. It's stressful.
Yeah, no more of that. Less stress for IT teams, less downtime for businesses. It's a win-win.
Huge win. Okay, so then the review goes on about advanced Active Directory and flexible SMB over QUIC port options. Help me out here because my brain just went, huh.
Okay, so let me try to break it down. Think of Active Directory like it's the brain, like it's the central nervous system for managing all your users and computers on the network.
Right.
You use it every day when you log into your computer at work. You just don't see it. These advancements mean better security, like stronger ways to verify who you are, and easier tools for IT to, manage everything. Then you've got SMB, or server message block, which that's how you share files and stuff on the network. QUIC port options basically means they've made it faster and more flexible.
So smoother, faster, and more secure connections. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, who doesn't?
All right, next up, improved Hyper-V GPU integration and storage spaces direct. I'm guessing this is good news for anyone into virtualization or AI.
Definitely. So Hyper-V, that's Microsoft's virtualization platform. And now it can use the power of those GPUs, graphics processing units, much more effectively. This is huge for anything that requires a lot of processing power.
Like what? What are we talking? Give me some examples.
Oh, like way smoother graphics if you're doing video editing, or you can process 3D models much faster. And AI and machine learning, those workloads just got a major boost. Then there's Storage Spaces Direct, which is all about combining storage from different servers into one super reliable system. More storage, less downtime.
Impressive. Very impressive. And it keeps getting better. Upgrades to software-defined networking and clustering. Now, those are two terms that, I'll be honest, I always need a little help wrapping my head around.
No problem. So software-defined networking, that's all about control. You can dynamically change how your network is set up, depending on what's happening at that moment. Makes things much more efficient.
Makes sense.
Clustering is, think of it like a team of servers all working together as one. If one server has a problem, the others are there to pick up the slack. Keeps everything running smoothly.
Okay, so lots of good stuff here. But of course, no major software release is perfect. And the review does point out a few potential issues. Installation hiccups, the dreaded blue screen of death, and even ICSI boot failures. Should we be hitting the panic button?
Well, like with anything new, there are bound to be a few, early bumps in the road. The blue screen errors seem to be happening mostly on systems with lots and lots of processing cores.
Right.
And then the ICSI, that's the internet connection sharing, it lets multiple devices share the same internet connection. Seems to be having some issues in this version, but the good news is Microsoft is working on fixes.
That's good to hear, especially since this version has mainstream support until 2029 and extended support all the way to 2034. So plenty of time to iron things out.
Yeah, and that long-term support is a huge deal for businesses. They need to know they can invest in something and, have that stability. It makes planning for the future a lot easier.
Totally. So it sounds like, despite a few early hiccups, Windows Server 2025 has the potential to really shake things up in the server world. What do you think? Will it live up to the hype? And for everyone listening, what would you like to see in the future of server technology? Hit us up in the comments. We always love to hear from you.
Definitely. Thanks for listening, everyone.
And that's a wrap for another deep dive